was December. I had a little bit of the holiday blues.
Yeah.
So I was just hanging out, looking longingly out the window. And I got an email and it's like, oh yeah, this audition for this movie, it's like one scene, 6 lines, real quick. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay. But it was actually, it wasn't a tape. It was actually a Zoom audition.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
the casting director was actually going to be there. I was like,
That's
oh,
so
I haven't had a
nice.
Zoom audition with a casting director in quite some time. It had been like a few months. I was like, ooh, someone to look at. How lovely. And I looked at the script and it's like, it says she had a crazy laugh. I was like, all right, like, and I start like making up laughs. I'm like, oh, that sounded funny. All right, let's do that. So I was like, let's do that.
Oh my God.
Okay. Or it could be this, or it could be that. Okay, great. And then I just did it. And I was like, okay, so I have like I have a few options. Do you want the other options? She was like, yeah, sure, do them all. And I did all
Wow.
of them, and that was it.
That's
With my
amazing.
yeah.
Did you end up going to like a director session or anything, or was it just that?
Nope, it was just that, and I booked. And I booked like it was not that long either. I think it was tops a week. Tops.
That's so crazy. I
It
mean,
was bananas. I was like, what
that's
do you
wild.
mean I booked it? Like, what do you mean? Like when I got the email and it was like, oh, and you're filming in Hawaii and Paris. I was like, is this the price I'm right? Like I feel like I just won Oprah's gifts or something. Like, what is going on?
Honestly, though, I mean, that is bonkers because it's not like you have a small role. It's a very large supporting role. You're in a lot of the action.
Well, I didn't know that. It's like I didn't even know that at the time. They said 6 lines, so it's like, oh,
Oh, so you're like, oh, it's easy.
this little tiny thing, and it wasn't.
Nope.
I didn't even get to read the script until I was on location, and they were like, oh, you haven't seen the script yet, and I was like, no,
No, help.
no one sent it to me. I'm in Hawaii and I read the whole script and I was like, oh, I didn't know she had so much action. I didn't know she got to hold a gun. I was like, I get a gun. I was so excited.